when we were first out, radio was a lot different. And they played lots of songs deep into the album. We got massive amounts of airplay all over the country. The problem was we never had that one song that hit big, that one Carry On Wayward Son. And that, was sort of the thing that held us back some. And it's funny because it seems like every show we play, someone comes up after the show and says, I had no idea you guys did all those songs. I know almost everything you played tonight.
If you need the water, check the beaches in the Carolinas. If you need the mountains, try the Appalachian Trail. If you need the redwood trees, gotta go to Yosemite. If you need me, 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 I'll be in Kansas City.
Welcome to Kansas City Limits. We're joining the studio with some pretty exceptionally above awesome artists from the Midwest. We're very excited to learn all about them. But before we do, let's welcome my co-host, Mr. J.E. Cornwell.
Thank you, Robert. Very kind,
Yay.
very kind. Thank you. Oh, applaud. Yes. Okay, turn the light off. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today on the KCL Show. Welcome. We actually, I had this saved. We were booked 2 summers ago. I was doing a deal at the time with a program called Great Day KC. And you guys were going to be playing at the Kearney Amphitheater. And we were going to do a backstage show in my RV. And I guess it was just hotter than hell, so they ended up canceling that show. But we are very fortunate to have you guys in our studio and on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Shooting star.
Shooting star. Robert, why don't you start us off here on that first topic?
I have been a fan of this band from the 80s. It has been one of the bands in my own personal life where when you're in a funk, you just throw that in there, you'll heal a little bit. And it has been beautiful to see the project continue. And Steve, tell us about, from the eyes of what you've seen, like if someone put a GoPro camera on your head and could speed it up over the last 30 years, what the hell would it say, and how has it all just continued?
Wow. That's a very good question.
Thanks to Dennis.
Thanks to Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis.
Because this machine
I
is rolled.
thought I'd throw it at you, Steve, to start with.
Right,
Because this
right.
machine is rolled forward.
It
And that doesn't
has.
happen without good music and people still wanting it, still wanting to hear it. And, if there isn't someone that still cares about it, it's like a story that never gets told again. So you've been in that story since all this time. So I just wanted to get your take on that and how that has continued to roll along.
Well, I think you're right. It's about the songs. And Van and Gary just, they just wrote some.
Go ahead and announce
Cool.
who those were, Steve.
Van McLean and Gary West wrote some excellent songs.
And Ron Verlin,
And Ron Verlin.
they were neighbors. They started that band.
Yep.
Yep. And their
Yeah.
brothers got together.
Yeah. In fact, when I started in 1976, I went down in the basement of Ron's house, and it was Van, Ron, and I, and another keyboard player at the time bashing it out, and boy, they had some good songs then, and it just, but back to the whole longevity. I think it's the songs, and I mean, I tell you, I wouldn't be doing it if the fans weren't there, and
Sure.
our fans have been so loyal and so appreciative. Personally myself, I feel a lot in the songs, and when you can share that with the audience, that's the magic. And as long as that's there, I want to keep doing it. So.
Well said.
I saw some magic here earlier, just when we were going through sound check. You had a smile on your face the entire time. And I got to tell you, that's beautiful. Because you're still feeling it. So anyway, on that note, yeah.
Could be because I was standing in front of him.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe
He was smiling at your back.
Right. Look at those calves.
Steve, who was the whole lineup back in the day when you were with Shooting Star?
Okay, so the first album, it was Van McLean on guitar and vocals, Gary West on vocals, guitar, keyboards, timpani, and Ron Verlin on bass, and Charles Waltz on violin, and myself on drums.
Wow. And you're still drumming today. And Dennis, when did you join the band?
God, it's like 35 years ago. Going by years I've been in the band, I think I'm the longest running guy in the band, even though I wasn't on the first albums, and I just had no place to go. So I just stayed. When Van brought the band back, I think I was the first guy he called, and so that's how I got in.
Was that late 80s?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it would have been late 80s.
Yeah.
89, 91.
Yeah.
They're in that range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I started working with Van, and we never stopped. I mean, it was, so, yeah.
There was a consistent amount of songwriting going on, and a lot of that was coming from the standpoint of thinking, we've already had some success. How can we keep on driving that success forward and making new music?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys continue to do so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I had so much fun working with Van. I learned so much from him, writing songs that, I had wrote songs before, but, they were my songs. And then working with Van, I learned that much more.
Sure.
And so we worked together, through, we did 3 albums once Van put the band back together. So we had 3 albums, and, did they get airplay? No, but they were great albums, and so, that's how I got
But you guys are still opening up for some huge acts.
You guys did great work. So you guys toured with ZZ Top, Jefferson Starship, Journey, REO Speedwagon, Heart, Bryan Adams. You guys,
Wow.
You guys hit the Billboard charts 3 times. You hit it in 1980. You hit the top 100, number 76. July 1981, you hit number 70. 1991, you hit 67. You guys were the very first band ever to hit the Billboard pop charts without releasing a single vinyl sale.
Yeah.
It's when vinyl was going over to CD, and CD was this weird new thing.
Yeah.
And you guys, the timing was perfect. And that's what happened right there with that. That was magic. The other thing, too, I just want to back up on your guys' history. And for those that are listening to us here at Kansas City Limits, you guys were one of 2 bands ever in the history of rock and roll to be offered 3 contracts at one time and one night from one show, and you guys ended up being the very first band to sign with Virgin Records.
Right.
And then I got to tell you, for all the people listening out there that are musicians or the people trying to figure out how hard that is, that was like the trifecta. I mean, my God, and to have them all want you, holy hell, great job. And I'm going way back because, the future that we have.
That was the music. That was the music.
Yeah. The future can't go on forward without anything awesome from the past reminiscing into it. And what a great kind of a groundwork that's come from all your guys' hard work. So for sure.
Robert did his homework, if you guys couldn't tell.
I love you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I was learning things from him that
Yes.
I was there.
Yeah,
So.
he loves to do so, and we're
Yeah.
proud of him. Janet, how about you? When did you join the band?
Well, the first time I joined Van and Dennis and Steve and Ronnie Platt, that was 2008, and I hung in with that until 2013. My life got real crazy busy. I stepped back a little bit, and then came back when Dennis was going to put the band back together, and Steve, and then came back in 2013. No, is that right? 2018. 2018.
My brain in
2018
here, so-
until now. So I've had two different
Before
stints,
COVID.
stints
Yeah.
with them,
Yeah.
and it's just been nothing but wonderful.
You
It's
too.
just
You
such-
look like you enjoy being up there with these guys.
Oh God, it's great. It's great to work with such talented people all the way around. Everybody in the band and everybody surrounding the band, they're all just pros. Everybody shows up ready to go, knows their stuff. We can be in a rehearsal and have never played a song before. We just did this week. The first time through, we didn't even talk about the vocal parts. We just did them right on the spot. Everybody had their part. First time through the song, we could have been playing it on stage, and it's like that. And it's such a pleasure.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
kudos to your violin playing, your vibrato.
Oh.
Your little pinky is stretching for all it's got. I mean,
Yeah, it really
I thought it was going
needs
to
to.
snap off. Yeah. So but kudos to you. Those are the fundamentals that you learn from the very beginning. And you cannot continue to be successful without going back to them every time. And you're exercising them. Your orchestra teacher, whoever taught you, are you self-taught or did you take classes?
I'm a mutt.
You're a mutt.
I studied classically.
Okay.
And then by the time I was in high school, a local Kansas City promoter, Mike Wagner, suggested instead of playing guitar in Morning Star that I start playing violin because I was playing violin in
Yeah.
orchestras. And so that's when I started working on improvising on violin. And I went through playing, learned a lot of Western swing, jazz Western swing from Billy Spears.
Right on.
And so that makes me a mutt.
That's okay.
I love it.
It's all worked out
I
great.
love that.
Did you notice? Did you notice too that I was sitting down, she was standing, and I was still taller than her?
It was the sound that we were listening to.
Yeah,
yes.
it's just constant. It
If we
is.
threw you up in the air, you'd make a rainbow, and you know that. That's cool.
there you go.
So
That's
right on for you.
sweet. That's a,
We
no,
try to
don't
make
say-
our guests
don't
really
say anything.
Dennis, if we threw you up there, you'd make two rainbows. So
All right, moving on from the rainbow.
okay.
All right, Todd, we're up to you, brother.
Awesome.
When did you join the band?
2013.
2013.
2013.
How'd you get involved?
Oh, man, I love telling this story. So I'd been putting some benefits together with a guy in Topeka by the name of Al Hammonds. And he was doing it for the Breakthrough House, which helps veterans and such. And I think we had our first benefit in 2012. Chet, you're the timeline guy.
Around there.
Yeah, I'll say 12, 11, 12, something like that. And so we'd set it up so that my 80s band that I've been playing with Chet since 83. Yeah, since the 80s. Right. So, set it up so that we could open the show and this and that. But so we put these benefits together, did it in 11 or 12, and then we were trying to figure out how we're going to grow the show. And Chet and I are talking. Chet says, well, I know Van McLean. I said, all right. Who's that? No, I didn't. And so anyway, Chet reached out to Van, and they were gracious enough to say that they would come do the benefit with us in 2013. So we had Van come up to Topeka, and we were doing a battle of the bands to find out who was going to open up the show, and then Vandal and Cross was going to play second, and then Shooting Star. So Van came up, did some battle of the bands. He was a judge with me, and I happened to turn to him and I said, if you're ever looking for somebody to sing or just somebody to do something with, I'd love to do, a project with you or what have you. So anyway, fast forward, we do the show. And 2 weeks later, I'm driving home from work and phone rings. And I'm thinking Van's going to call to say, hey, do maybe Vandal and Cross would be interested in opening up some shows for us. So that's what I was thinking when I answered. And instead he says, well, hey, do you want to meet me over in Lawrence? I think it was that very night.
Yeah.
So I rush home, tell my wife I'm going to go over and meet Van. And I didn't know Dennis was going to be there, but whatever. So I walk into to Johnny's, and there's Van and Dennis sitting in a booth, and I walk over there, sit down, and we start talking, visiting a little bit, and Van just out of the blue kind of says, "Hey, how would you like to sing for Shooting Star?"
And you say, "Shit, no."
And I'm like, "Yeah." So, but the funny part is I said, "Well, what songs do you want me to learn to audition?" And I think Van and Dennis looked at each other like, "Well, you don't have to audition. You're in the band.
Yeah.
If you want to be in the band, you're in the band." I'm like, "Well,
Wow, what a shock.
okay." So that was, on my drive home, I'm calling my wife, I'm calling my kid, and saying, "Guess what just happened?" Right?
Yeah.
And then I have to make the phone call to some guys in Van Lacrosse and say, "Look, I'm going to go off and do this Shooting Star thing, and the precedence is going to be Shooting Star." So, but anyway, that's how it came about. And
It's a great story.
Yeah, the very first show that I went out and did with Shooting Star, Dennis, wasn't it the Moon Dance
Yes.
up in Minnesota?
Minnesota.
So that was with Motley Crue, Cheap Trick, Buck Cherry,
Journey.
and was it Sweet?
Huh?
I think it was Sweet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Journey closed the show.
Journey was on the one that I
That was the
played
one that
with
you guys did previous to that.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was the first show out of the gates.
Wow.
For me.
Yeah.
Other than the rehearsals at the Frontier Steakhouse.
But yeah.
Yeah, which we had several.
That's
Anyway.
a whole other story we'll talk about.
Yeah.
You know what? I know that one of the owners at Johnny's, and now that I know this story, I'm going to have him watch this video. I'm going to hit him up as a sponsor because that's a great story.
Yep, that's
and
where
it
it
took
happened.
place right at his joint,
That's
which
where it
was the original Johnny's, by the way.
Right, and we can either publish that or not.
I
depending
know,
on- yeah.
right? All right. So, we're going to listen to a song that you guys are going to do for us. Todd, what song you guys got planned?
Yeah, we're going to do Where Are You Gonna Run?
Where You Gonna Run? All right. Sounds good.
Where you gonna run when it all falls down? You're steady and strong, got it all figured out. Where you gonna run to when it gets rough? Where you gonna run to for your love? Where you gonna hide when everything's wrong? Where you gonna run? It's easy to laugh at the fools when you leave. Why turn your back on the ones that you need? Where you gonna run to when it gets rough? Where you gonna run to for your love? Where you gonna hide when everything's wrong? Where you gonna run? Where you gonna run? Where you gonna run? Where you gonna run? Darling, where you gonna run? Out on the street, people walk on by. Who's losing sleep? If you live or if you die, where you gonna run to when it gets bad? Where you gonna run to for your love? Who you gonna find to make you feel right? Where you gonna run? Where you gonna run? Where you gonna run? Where you gonna
Looking to buy an RV? KC RVs is your one-stop shop for everything RV. We offer competitive pricing, great financing rates and terms, and the best storage options in town. KC RVs. We make purchasing an RV fast, safe, and easy.
Midwest Music Foundation supports Kansas City's vibrant music community through wellness services and healthcare grants, advancing artists' careers through educational and performance opportunities, and providing access to a growing network of industry professionals. Through Abby's Fund, musicians and music workers faced with urgent healthcare expenses can get the help they need when they need it. For more information on the resources MMF provides, visit midwestmusicfoundation.org.
Successful musicians know a strong multimedia presence is a must. Rock the stage and elevate your game with Black Moon Media. We understand the power of high-quality visuals in attracting premier venues, and we specialize in photo and video services designed to help you kick your career into high gear. Are you ready to take your band to the next level? Contact us today at 913-415-5101 or by visiting the website on your screen. Flexible payment options available.
When you need to keep your trailer rolling, turn to the towing pros at Croft Trailer Supply. With thousands of parts and decades of experience, Croft's friendly and knowledgeable staff will make sure you have the right parts for any type of trailer. Don't have time to fix it yourself? Let the mechanics at Croft get ready to roll. Whether you need hitch installation, DOT trailer inspection, towing accessories, or a brand new trailer, Croft Trailer Supply is Kansas City's one-stop trailer shop.
Looking for a spacious venue to hold your next event? Whether it's a wedding, anniversary, or private party, Abdallah Shriners provides the perfect atmosphere at very competitive rates for your special occasion. Abdallah Shriners meets all your needs with a 5,800 square foot event space, 20-foot ceilings, stage, built-in AV equipment, and a full service bar. Your event will definitely be one to remember. For more information, call Abdallah Shriners today at 913-362-5300 or go to AbdallahShriners.com.
Looking to sell your RV? Let KCRV sell it for you. We offer free storage until your unit sells. We'll advertise, showcase, finance, and best of all, we'll handle all the paperwork. KCRVs, Kansas City's RV Consignment Center.
And let's hear another one. What's this next one we're going to hear?
The next one is Hollywood and Flesh and Blood. We thought by doing this show, an acoustic show, we thought we'd do a little bit of medley on a couple of songs.
Wonderful.
So instead of just doing one song, so yeah, that's the next song.
Kind of blending them together.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
She grew up reading every magazine, of rags to riches worlds, lost her heart to the American dream of Hollywood. She used to dream about love. Her youth was lived out like on a stage. But these days she hits the strip tonight, all the names and lies and the games she plays. She speeds around and drives uptown, pulls out all the stops. She'll hit the top someday. She's got the face, the lips, and the legs that fit Mid-America's apple pie ways. Sells herself to the producer's couch, feeling down and out on the streets of LA. While she's dead, she's fun to walk on till she's dead. They all wonder why. Applause is not for her, for the silver screen manufactured dreams to make you cry. So come on, give us one more, come on one more time before hitting the bars on the boulevard. And never fear, everyone's a star. in Hollywood. She used to dream about love. Her youth was lived out like on a stage. In the morning till the night he comes home and goes to bed, and he breaks his back to find a life he's proud to be living. Lord knows he kills himself to get ahead, and he and he fights for what he believes, and he fights, and yes he bleeds. He's not just a number. He needs love to feel at ease. He needs love for what his body needs. He needs love, no promises, no guarantees. He's here right now. He's here right now. He's only flesh and blood. Only flesh and blood. Only flesh and blood. Only flesh and blood needs love, love, love. Only flesh and blood.
Voted Best Live Music Venue, Knucklehead Saloon is located in the East Bottoms, deep in the heart of Kansas City. Home to 4 stages, Knuckleheads offers live entertainment 6 nights a week. For a list of upcoming shows and tickets, visit knuckleheadskc.com. Knuckleheads, where the world's greatest musicians come to play.
Midwest Music Foundation supports Kansas City's vibrant music community through wellness services and healthcare grants, advancing artists' careers through educational and performance opportunities, and providing access to a growing network of industry professionals. Through Abby's Fund, musicians and music workers faced with urgent healthcare expenses can get the help they need when they need it. For more information on the resources MMF provides, visit MidwestMusicFoundation.org.
Hey, this is Randy Miller, and we've got some cool things going on at randymillerradio.com. You just never know when you come in the studio, Michael, what you're going to find.
Randy, let them have it, Randy.
randymillerradio.com is our daily podcast, and it's available all the time, 24/7, if you're brave enough to listen. Just go to randymillerradio.com and turn it up.
It's Randy Miller, 24/7. Whenever you're brave enough to listen on randymillerradio.com.
Marketing in today's world can be difficult. No other medium can reach more people more effectively than video. B4 Productions is here to help. We'll bring your ideas to life and make sure you get the most out of your investment. Commercials for regular TV broadcast, explainer web videos, or just corporate training. It's what we do. When you need a quality production without breaking the bank, you need B4 Productions.
Okay, Chet, where are you, brother? Tell us how you got involved with the band and what you do with the band.
Okay, well, thinking back here historically, Van and I actually met back around 2010. It was through a bunch of gear nerds, if you will. We all got together over guitar amps, and that's where we actually met. And from there on, just kind of struck up a friendship and then started switching gear back and forth and hanging out. And then, of course, Todd had mentioned how there's one point we were doing the fundraisers, and I reached out to Van and asked him if he would Shooting Star be interested in doing it. And like I say, graciously, they did do it to help us with the benefit. And from there, what actually happened was after Van had gotten sick, there was a fundraising benefit that was held for him. And Van had asked for me to be the one to fill in for him with Shooting Star to play. Quite an honor, as you can imagine. But that's how I got involved at that point. And then, sadly, as we know, Van passed away.
So was that, what?
2017 was the benefit, yeah. And then 2018 he passed away. And then later on that year, when Dennis and Steve decided to put the band back together, Dennis had reached out to me and said that Van had asked you to play, so we'd like you to play. So that's how I got involved.
Nice. Nice, Dennis. All right.
So you guys got a show coming up 420 at Ameristar.
Yes.
How pumped up are you about that? That's going to be fun.
Yeah. Always a great place to play.
Ameristar's, the two shows we've done before were complete sellouts.
Is it just you guys?
No, Missouri will be open
in front of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
A dual show.
Yeah.
And is O'Hennessy still the contact there at Ameristar?
Oh.
This is a test.
No, I think everything has changed.
He's changed over. Okay, yeah. He used to be a cool dude. Anyway, whoever replaced him, I'm sure you're cool too as well.
We'll find out when we get there.
We will. For those of you just tuning in, we are with Shooting Star in the studio here today at Kansas City Limits, learning all about them, their story, and where they're playing. They're going to be at the Ameristar April 20th, 2024, this year, coming up real quick.
Right.
So please get your tickets. They're a Kansas City legend / just someone you should embrace. If you are within 300 miles of our voice, you should come check out the show. These people have been giving their life to rock and roll, so we're really excited to see that show on April 20th. And you guys are going to be back around in the area in September at Briarfest.
Right.
September 27th with Missouri and Shooting Star again. That's an outdoor event.
Right.
Money benefits Midwest Music Foundation.
Pray for Son.
Pray for Son. And that's really awesome. You guys are going to be a part of that as well. We're excited about having you.
We're looking forward to it.
Very,
definitely big time.
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis, what does Ameristar hold? How many people?
I think it's like 1,300.
So it's a pretty good-sized venue.
Yeah, somewhere between 1,000 and 13.
Yeah, 1,000 and 13, depending on how they run the bleachers. Yeah.
Let's sell it out.
So does everybody get a seat, or is it standing room?
Oh, I think it's seats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're seated before we start playing, and then they're standing.
There you go. There you go.
Just to be clear.
Throwing things at you. That's great. Undergarments and things, I'm guessing. I don't know. Oh, that's the Bon-Ton. Well, sorry. All right. So we're excited about being involved with you guys in helping to promote this event at Maristar. So we will try to do everything we can to get the word out, get all the seats, get butts in all those seats. If they want to buy tickets, do you guys know where the tickets are available?
Ticketmaster.com.
Ticketmaster.com.
Ticketmaster. Yeah, that's the only place to get them.
Do you know how much?
I do not.
If they call
30.
Todd up personally, Todd will get them a ticket for $100 a piece.
Sounds like a good deal.
That sounds affordable.
It sounds affordable.
Yes.
I will give a discount if they call me. So
There you go.
Yeah. So.
The Dennis.
So
Hotline.
we're going to have now. Are you guys rehearsing? Do you guys pick a day and a week and the month that you guys all get together and still rehearse?
Yes, yeah. I mean, yeah. So we want to give them the best show possible. So, and we try to pick up every time we do a show, especially in town. We try to pick up a new song to do, or a couple new songs to do.
Keep it fresh, keep it real, keep it
right.
moving.
Yeah. I mean, you got your staple songs, of course, but yeah. So
your bread and pudding.
Exactly.
I know you, for example, are with multiple bands and musicians. I'm guessing are the rest of you guys, you play with other bands as well? Todd, who do you play with?
So Vandal and Cross, that's Chet and I.
That's 80s band.
Yeah, 80s band that we do cover, but we write originals too. Chet and I do.
Venues here in town?
Yeah, mostly. Worth Harley Davidson.
Sure, it's a great venue.
Outlaw Harley Davidson.
Yeah. We played the Voodoo Lounge before.
Voodoo, yeah.
Carney Theater.
Yeah, so I've got that. I do a Bryan Adams tribute.
Boy, I can see that.
Yeah, love Bryan Adams.
He's like really good.
Love that.
Did you do that at Aztec?
Have done it there before. Knuckleheads. We're doing a show May 10th there. Waking Up the Neighbors is the band.
Oh, nice.
So we're doing that on May 10th. Yeah. This is one of his albums, but. Yeah, got a cease and desist. Is that cease and what is it? Cease and desist, something like that. Because I was putting videos. I was putting videos up on YouTube. Videos of playing Bryan Adams songs, Dennis. Before you have something to say about that, but anyway, yeah. So along comes something from Bryan Adams management that says, don't do that unless you put these certain words up there. So, but I understand. So anyway,
slap.
And Janet, you're playing with some other musicians, aren't you?
I typically have played with numerous groups through the years, but more recently I've just been playing with Shooting Star, but I had rock, paper, scissors for a real long time, and of course Monsters Inc. with Dennis and
that's what I saw.
Rod.
That's what I thought.
I've just done a lot of gigging, and always, so I've just kind of backed off since the pandemic time. And
Steve, how about you?
I'm pretty much just playing with Shooting Star, so.
Okay, well, you've earned that right to kick back and just play when you want and with who you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and Dennis, I do know. I'm guessing I
play all the bus stations. Clear across the Midwest.
I was just going to say, I'm
13th and Central.
I'm a Dennis groupie. I mean, let's see. I had you. We featured you on 2 times one year. Once with Burning Pianos,
right?
Where you lit that fucking piano on fire. I was just freaking out. I thought that was that was something else.
We thought it was an accident.
It kind of freaks me out once in a while, too, when the wind blows the wrong way.
It was awesome. Right. And then I got to
Notice
see
no
that
facial hair.
Same year, you were with Oscar Polk.
Right.
And just real quick, we got a little time. I wanted to tell people a little bit about that. So coming out of COVID, Oscar Polk, everybody, we've had Oscar on the show on a couple of occasions, but coming into and out of COVID, right?
Right.
So bands couldn't play anywhere. I mean, venues were shut down. Bands were just playing in their garage or playing wherever they could. So Oscar had this idea of getting some guys together.
Right.
And what he called the All-Stars, Dennis LaFoon, Terry Hancock, James Albright, Terry Swope, and, of course, Oscar on sax, and had it in his driveway.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it was the best gig, right? It started out, actually, people – I didn't get there till the second time somebody
Right.
told me that you were doing it, because I live right down the street from Oscar.
Right.
So that they had, I don't know, 20, 30 people in the driveway and in the yard. And then, I'm not kidding, this thing grew to multiple yards across the street on the corners at Holmes and 109th in that area. I mean, by the end of that summer or early fall, right? I would imagine there were a couple hundred people maybe.
Oh, at least.
Right.
You know, the reason why, you know, it flourished like that because no one could be inside.
Right.
So, you know, being outside, you know, you didn't have to worry about COVID and masks and everything like that. Everyone was spaced out. So,
Unless you went to the bathroom. If you used Oscar's bathroom, you had to put the mask on.
Exactly. If you went inside
Yep.
the house, and
But it was such a good gig. I mean,
we were going to start selling glow sticks. I mean, it was getting out of control, you know. And then everyone got cured in the shot. The whole thing went to hell after that.
Well,
Just
then
down to
there was that
block.
one asshole,
right?
Yeah, there was one guy that complained, and he was about 10 houses away. But that's how you know, that's how-
1212 Bedrock Avenue. His name's Peter Phillips.
But anyway, that was a great story, and Dennis, I love watching you play.
Thank you.
And I got to see a month or so ago. No, I got to see with Lupe. That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
So I got there. I was late, and I'm like, okay, I knew all the musicians on stage, and there's not a fucking guitar player. And I'm like, I'm looking around. I'm like, where's the guitar player?
No offense, Chet. We don't need one.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's Dennis playing lead, playing bass, playing the keys. It was just amazing, though. It was a pretty good show, though.
Oh yeah.
Of course,
yeah.
Oscar was there and so on. But all right, moving on. I wanted to kind of get some information out to the public. Again, we're with Shooting Star here at SoundWorks Studio. Thank you, Andy, for having us today. This is how you can reach these guys. They can be found on Facebook at Shooting Space Star. So you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, Shooting Star Band Official, and Twitter is Shooting Star KC. And they have their website is Shooting Star Official. That website, you can purchase merchandise, you can purchase CDs, albums, download music.
Yeah, we try to keep everyone up to date about everything that's going on.
Go visit, guys. Share some love to these guys. They definitely deserve it. Okay, and we're going to listen to one more song that you guys have for us today. Steve, what is that title?
Well, actually, it's 3. We're going to start with Touch Me Tonight. And then we're going to go to You've Got What I Need, which was our first single. And we're going to finish it off with Last Chance.
Outstanding.
Song number 3, Last Chance.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm burning. Well, I just can't believe it's you again. All those lies and the hurting. It's taking time for all the scars to mend. Girl, since you left me, it's been a long time, a long time. We'll lay it on the line if you'll just touch me tonight. Just give me one more chance to make it right. Now, baby, touch me tonight. If you feel the love in your heart, then touch me tonight. I've been down and depressed, my body's aching. Trembling hands, cold feet, and shaky knees. who knows how to care for me. And baby, now you've got what I need. Yeah, yeah, now you've got what I need. When the stranger came to town, all the people watched with wonder. In the tattered clothes gathered round and raised their eyes up from the dust. When the stranger said to them, I have been upon the mountain, I have witnessed forces like cannons that can ram you to the ground. Stand up on your feet, your life is sure as hell. You may be dead tomorrow. Today may be your last chance to believe in yourself. Your last chance to yell. Your last chance to be good to yourself. Your last chance to drink from life's well. Drink from the well. Ooh, yeah. This could be your last chance. And the crowd again goes wild.
Looking to buy an RV? KC RVs is your one-stop shop for everything RV. We offer competitive pricing, great financing rates and terms, and the best storage options in town. KC RVs. We make purchasing an RV fast, safe, and easy.
Midwest Music Foundation supports Kansas City's vibrant music community through wellness services and healthcare grants, advancing artists' careers through educational and performance opportunities, and providing access to a growing network of industry professionals. Through Abby's Fund, musicians and music workers faced with urgent healthcare expenses can get the help they need when they need it. For more information on the resources MMF provides, visit midwestmusicfoundation.org.
Successful musicians know a strong multimedia presence is a must. Rock the stage and elevate your game with Black Moon Media. We understand the power of high-quality visuals in attracting premier venues, and we specialize in photo and video services designed to help you kick your career into high gear. Are you ready to take your band to the next level? Contact us today at 913-415-5101 or by visiting the website on your screen. Flexible payment options available.
When you need to keep your trailer rolling, turn to the towing pros at Croft Trailer Supply. With thousands of parts and decades of experience, Croft's friendly and knowledgeable staff will make sure you have the right parts for any type of trailer. Don't have time to fix it yourself? Let the mechanics at Croft get ready to roll. Whether you need hitch installation, DOT trailer inspection, towing accessories, or a brand new trailer, Croft Trailer Supply is Kansas City's one-stop trailer shop.
Looking to sell your RV? Let KCRV sell it for you. We offer free storage until your unit sells. We'll advertise, showcase, finance, and best of all, we'll handle all the paperwork. KCRVs, Kansas City's RV Consignment Center.
You know, you guys sold out a show in St. Louis. You know, tell us what that felt like. I mean, and it had been a while, and you know, I see social media posts and stuff. It's been a while since you sold out a show, hadn't it? I mean, you know,
we've probably headlined more shows since we got this band back going than we did years before. Why, I don't know, but St. Louis has always been a great, incredible. Jay who runs our sound from Stage Pro. The crowd was singing so loud he couldn't hear us playing on stage. Literally, he said, I couldn't hear you guys. All I heard was everyone singing every song that we played. They were singing along with us. It was
he said
goosebumps.
He said it was the first time it ever happened where he could not hear the band because the audience was so loud.
It was hard for me to sing because I could hear the crowd singing so loud. Yeah,
because Todd actually found out he was singing a few of the wrong words that the crowd was trying.
The crowd corrected him.
Trying to read lips.
I will say this, you know, musicians and music in general, you know, music is about trying to heal somebody. Music is about trying to make someone slow down for a moment and think. But, you know, music's about making people feel good. Mm-hmm. And when you have that many voices in a crowd singing, you're making people feel good. They're going back to where they were. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they know those words without having to go onto the social media, without having to download something to know it because it's from their past is the reason why you guys are having some success like you are right now. Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's nicely put, Robert.
Yeah. Yep. We appreciate you guys.
Well, we had to pay him to say that, so appreciate it.
How big is the venue in St. Louis? Is that indoor or outdoor?
Indoor. Yeah. I think it's about like Ameristar, around 1,300, I think, something like that.
What was the venue we played in 2019? That was outdoor.
Oh, the outdoor. Oh, my God.
Was that outside
It was
St.
an
Louis?
amphitheater.
KC Pig Roast? Is that what
Pig Roast. Yeah. So we were
Here
on
in town?
No, in St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah, we were on the backstage. I don't know
the Hard Rock
what you call it.
They said we had
right, and there's that big hill that goes up to be able to see the amphitheater part, right? So we were back behind that.
Filled.
And the place just filled with people when we started playing. That's probably one of the biggest crowds I've ever played to.
That
But
was saying like at least 8,000. That's what
they
I
all
heard.
came from inside the amphitheater outside to see us play.
And
so
they
it
were
was
they were
amazing.
singing along and way
awesome.
into it.
Did you have a full set, or how long did you get to play?
Yeah.
We headlined that one.
Yeah, I mean, we won't play unless we're playing like 2 hours. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not true.
We got you. We got you down.
We're gonna get paid.
We got you down.
We've got a minimum.
No, we can't.
got you
I'd
down.
like to. It's never long enough for me.
All right, real quick. So, Todd and Chet, do you have any dates coming up with your band? And if you want to, plug those.
We do. Vandal and Cross has a show at Worth Harley-Davidson May 18th.
Yeah, 2 days before.
Thursday night, bike night.
Before that show.
Always a
Before
great
the show
time. There's
starts.
usually 1,000 plus
it's a
people that
great
show
time,
up there.
isn't
It's a crazy venue.
Killer
It's-
food.
and the barbecue's
Barbecue.
great too.
Twisted.
Twisted barbecue.
Yeah,
or something.
Twisted Barbecue,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Tell Mr. Guerin hello.
I will. I will.
And they
So-
pay. I mean, that's from what I understand.
Yeah, we've
It's
gotten
not
a
in
raise. We've
trade.
gotten a little bit of a raise over the years.
All right,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And Janet, are you going to be with anybody outside of Shooting Star?
Not right now,
Just going to hang with the guys. And Dennis, what do you got on the horizon outside Shooting Star?
I'll just be begging along I-70. I may set up an accordion. I'm thinking about doing a heavy metal clarinet band.
Holy hell.
like distortion and stuff like that.
The data I've researched, they're begging for that.
So that's what I'll be doing. So.
Oh wow,
that's great.
I play on the side, but I really my passion is trying to write new music for Shooting Star and keeping Shooting Star going. So that's my passion.
Right.
So
Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah.
then I will. I won't listen for Elton or Billy or any of those other piano guys.
Well, when you're doing a hard rock version of a clarinet, I mean, what else do you need?
I'm guessing you're going to wear that same hat and those glasses too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure,
That's the look. All right.
And I'll be sneaking into Dennis's house to break that clarinet note.
All right, we're down about 3 minutes, guys. Anybody want to add anything? We can.
Well,
go ahead.
I'd just
Steve.
like to say, in thinking about all the fans knowing our songs and singing along to all the words, when we were first out, radio was a lot different. And they played lots of songs deep into the album. We got massive amounts of airplay all over the country. The problem was we never had that one song that hit big, that one Carry On Wayward Son. And that, was sort of the thing that held us back some. And it's funny because it seems like every show we play, someone comes up after the show and says, I had no idea you guys did all those songs. I know almost everything you played tonight. And that's from back in the 80s, 70s and 80s. They played all these different songs, but they wouldn't always announce who it was. They might play, we're going to play 10 songs in a row. We're going to play a nonstop hour of music. And they play all these songs, but they didn't hear who did all of them unless it became a big hit.
Right.
Wow.
So that was sort of our, it's like REO Speedwagon. I always think of them because it was their 10th album. I mean, they did massive touring for years. It was their 10th album when they finally got that hit single, and that put them over the top. So,
wow.
But no regrets. I mean, it's been a crazy ride. It's been a fun ride.
It ain't over yet.
Well, I hope not.
I hope not. I mean, let's look at it like that. It ain't over yet. You take a lot of artists. There's quite a few of them. Chris Stapleton, 14 years pounding the ground.
Yeah.
And I think too, and I want to give you guys kudos. There's a lot of things I read, it was like 1978, thereabouts when originally it was called the Shooting Stars and the Galaxies. That was what Shooting Star was that with 3 duo backup singers. And when they were going through that 50s, 60s, 70s, they came to a conclusion at one moment. They stopped and they said, we're not covering anyone else anymore. We're going to have other people cover us. So this is the blessing of the Shooting Star that you see now 35 plus years later. So it ain't over with. Your next number one could be 2 days from now.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
For sure.
Nicely said, Robert. All right, guys. Shooting Star, thank you so much for being in the studio with us today.
Thanks
J.E.
again
Robert,
for having
thank
us.
you guys, man.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
you.
Guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, we just
Robert,
have
take us out.
Just a couple of things we want to say. If you're listening to us on radio, TV, or wherever your ears may land or your eyes, we want to let you know this cannot happen without other people that love music as much as you. We want to thank Kansas City RVs, voted 2023's favorite RV dealer in Kansas City by the Kansas City Star. We want to thank AMPR, Area Musicians Promotional Resource, a non-for-profit organization. We want to thank KCL Show, spotlighting local Kansas City musicians, and much more. Scores Sports Bar and Grill. Great food, ice cold drinks, and a wonderful local live music location, and it's right by the stadium. Teresa M. Deaton, American Family Insurance Agency. Insuring your dreams with Teresa M. Deaton Agency makes sense. SoundWorks Recording Studio, right here in Blue Springs for over 20 years, where this program is recorded and filmed, where Kansas City Limits Radio is recorded. Kansas City's favorite local music joint, Knuckleheads KC, voted #1 music venue in Kansas City by Kansas City's Magazine. Open mortgage, where better is possible and owning is still better than renting. Rock and Mock Productions, providing a wide range of promotional services and entertainers for their services. Check out Rock Mock. Black Moon Media LLC, photos and videos, and Magical Souls, putting your dreams together with that. S&S Printing, a commercial printing and design company. Midwest Music Foundation, giving local musicians the care they deserve. And remember, be good to yourself, be good to others, and be good to musicians. We'll see you next time on Kansas City Limits.
Amen.
Hey.
Thanks.
Thanks, Robert.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh! I lost it. That is the one. That is one right